Nyar. Okay. Okay, last week under the movie recap as we approach September and winter. September 1st. Not too long ago, last Friday. I saw the Expendables 3. So I might as well recap the first two Expendables movies and then go into 3. The first two were released 2.5 years ago. The first one was Sylvester Stallone and a bunch of the and Dolph Lundgren and Schwarzenegger and a bunch of the old 80s action stars that I totally watched as a kid. They decided to make this movie series where they were like we're has-been reject old guys and we know it, so we're gonna go out and we're still badasses. We're gonna go out and be like super soldiers, CIA, G.I. Joe, A-Team. We're gonna be the A-Team. They didn't cast Wesley Snipes because he was in jail for tax evasion. They didn't cast Mr. T. It was like, come on, it's obvious. Put Mr. T in it. Come on. Maybe he didn't want to do it. They didn't cast Sigourney Weaver. What's the deal with that? Come on. But no, they cast everybody else that they could think of. They didn't get Harrison Ford until the third one. That's just because Bruce Willis didn't want to do a third one. But they, in the first one, they attack this they go all over the world and they attack this like Latin American island somewhere, or it's a country. They this evil FBI agent or CIA agent has taken over this island. They got to go there and stop him, and they didn't have stunt choreography down to a science at that point, so they were like, we'll just show them in silhouette fighting because they're so old. It's funny. Literally, they were so they were in the dark, going like. Poof, poof, poof. Well, they sussed that out in the second one. Expendables 2 was about bad guys had a nuke in Russia. They had a nuke mine. Well, there was a mine, but there were nukes in it. Okay, so they go there and they got to stop them. Okay. The premise is ridiculous, but in part 3. Expendables 3, it's sort of an evil arms dealer played by Mel Gibson who ends up with them in an abandoned set from Die Hard 5, which they use in the movie. Bruce Willis might as well have been in it then. But it looks like the set from Die Hard 5. I don't know what it actually was, but it looked like it. They go in there and they have to get a new team this time because Stallone figures, well, some of the old team are getting too crusty, and one of their guys got hurt. So, But Wesley Snipes got to be in this one because he conveniently got out of jail. So, and they make that premise in the movie. So they have Antonio Banderas thrown in there too, and they have this. Even though they're all liberal, all of them, they decide to throw in a line about how Banderas' character was. Left alone in Benghazi during the Benghazi thing 2 years ago. That's thrown in there. It's just out of the blue. He was in Benghazi, and it's like, what? It wasn't like a political statement so much as, what? The audience was like, huh? Just yeah. And we were like, and I was like looking at the audience. They were looking at me, and they're like. I don't know. But that was interesting. So, okay. Yeah, I guess I didn't go over as much as they thought they were going to be deep by mentioning that he was left behind there. Ooh, it's no, it wasn't deep. It was just confusing. It reminded me of that scene from Star Trek Into Darkness in which they announced that Khan is Khan, but if it's an alternate universe, they wouldn't know him from anybody. So he said, I'm Khan. The audience is like, huh? They weren't shocked. They were like, huh? And it was probably, so it's like that. So, so it was like that. So it was like, Khan? What? The guy's like, what? And no context, just Benghazi. Oh, okay. Stallone, okay. So Expendables 3, that was the last thing I saw. So that was the end of the summer. So my summer movies, we're now Oscars always come around late February, early March. But all the good movies come from now on. So it's September on to December 31st are all the good Oscar movies that are going to come out. And they will be reviewed. But there haven't been any good Oscar movies to throw on the channel. So I've been mainly doing these action pictures. And at this point, so all those movies that I reviewed there, Guardians of the Galaxy is going to win for action picture and possibly comedy because there's nothing else there. So there you go. Guardians of the Galaxy is a shoo-in. But I guess the Days in the West one. But yeah, really not much. I'm sure this has been a long thing, but this is a recap. So for the Clara Awards. The Clara Awards. Ooh. No, I don't know how many annual Clara Awards it is. I guess considering the Calcat show started in 2009 and we started calling it the Clara Awards in 2010, this would be the... And we don't want to count the unofficial because it's unofficial Clara Awards. So 2010 to now, what's this, 4 years? Yeah, this would be the 5th. Coming up. Yeah, so... Yeah, because it was like season 2 that we started calling it that. So yeah, nothing big. If there's something big, there's some movies coming out, but they look kind of meh. They don't look that interesting. There's yeah. I guess the that movie that I didn't see, based on another children's young adult book. The one about Fault in Our Stars, I guess that was all right, but I didn't see it. So, yeah, can't say. Yeah. When there was another channel called Red Letter Media that was ripping Boyhood, I didn't see that one either. So, I don't know. They were ripping Transformers 4, however, hilariously. And Ninja Turtles 4 or 5 or whatever the heck it is. The current one. Ninja Turtles, the reboot. They're not aliens, because that's stupid. So, whatever. Now, I like the Ninja Turtles. Go watch the classic Ninja Turtles. And Ninja Turtles Forever, which was a cartoon from 2 years ago. So, that was good, too. Good cartoon. Yeah, and, Ninja Turtles. Turtle Power. So, yeah. Oh yeah, I should probably throw on the end of these Calcat channels. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel On Location Cats, KTS. And if you like the videos, so that I can have a little bit of AdSense revenue and be a sellout.